We're live everywhere. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you are watching live, please hit the like button, send me some hearts, let me know that you're here. Let me know that where you're watching from. And we will get started very shortly. I'm just going to share this into my Big Creative Fun Facebook community, which if you're not already a part of, please join. For extra support, accountability, tips for money mindset, intuitive business strategy and career strategy, and having fun being creative. I'm coming to you from my home for the next 4 months in Montreal. Very happy to be settled down here for a little bit after moving around a lot. This year, I've literally been sleeping in a different bedroom every single month, which is really exciting and fun, being able to live in lots of different places. But it's also challenging and a little unsettling, and I'm actually so bored to tears of packing. I was just talking to someone else who's been getting excited about living the digital nomad life and sharing a few tips like be a minimalist, don't carry too much stuff, because if you have loads of bags, it gets really tiring when you're moving, and I'm like such a wannabe minimalist and failing terribly. I do have quite a lot of stuff. And today we're going to be talking about a brainwave that I had in the shower last night about self-worth and why I'm so passionate about talking about it and why it's so important for you. And for those of you who don't know me, my name's Sarah Mack. I'm a writer and a mindset coach, and my passion is to help creative people to have more freedom, more fun, and more money doing the work that you love doing. Because so many creative people have all of these blocks around, you know, I couldn't possibly do that, or I couldn't possibly charge money for that, or I couldn't possibly earn all the money I desire for my life doing the thing that I love because of X, Y, and Z. There are so many different reasons. But actually, these are all bullshit stories, and once you examine them and flip them, absolutely everything is possible for you. All it requires is commitment, all it requires is belief in yourself, and, you know, really being aligned with what your heart is calling you to do. Because when you take those steps, when you follow your intuition, you find the strategy that's right for you. And you will always get there. This is my belief, and I've proven it again and again and again. So today we're going to talk about self-worth and why it's not possible to succeed until you have healed your self-worth issues. So if you're not sure about what self-worth issues are, basically, you know, they're these feelings, they're these beliefs that we have, like that we're unworthy, that we don't deserve the thing that we desire, that we feel that we're not good enough yet to have it because we have to, I don't know, be more, earn more, get some more certifications, get some more education, have more experience, then we'll be good enough. And it just becomes like an Ouroboros, like snake eating its tail, and you're never ever good enough because there's always another reason why you have to wait to finally be good enough for what you desire. And until we've addressed these, you know, these beliefs and these conversations that are going on in our subconscious mind, then we will push away opportunities, we'll push away success, and we'll push away money and abundance and freedom, because it doesn't fit with the belief of ourselves that it's possible for us to have an incredible life. And if it doesn't fit with our core inner beliefs, then our mind will say, no, this is this is not for us. And we will say no to opportunities. We will slam the door on things. We will push away good things because our mind has been programmed on a deep subconscious level that we are not available to receive this goodness. So then this is a journey that I've been through myself, and really coming to understand how worthiness plays out on a subconscious level, on an emotional level, and a mental level. And how once you start to tweak those beliefs that are happening, everything in your external reality starts to shift and change. And it's really all down to your perception. Because when you become available to other possibilities for yourself and for your life, then you start to see opportunities. And not only do you see them and recognize them, but you actually feel worthy and competent and capable enough to go after them and take steps to pursue them and start to create results. And you don't get held down, and you don't, by things like resistance and doubt. So these little mindset shifts can have a massive trickle and ripple effect to make very instantaneous changes and really, really huge long-term changes in those, those moment-to-moment decisions that you're making in your day and your life. So, one thing that happens when we don't deal with our worthiness issues is, like I was saying before, we push things away. Have you ever sabotaged yourself? Maybe in a relationship, maybe you started seeing someone and it was so amazing and so great that you thought this can't be real, or I don't deserve this. And you just started to question it and unravel it and you pushed it away. Same with job opportunities. Maybe you saw an opening or an opportunity to speak to somebody about a possibility, but you didn't take it because you believed, oh, it couldn't possibly work out for me. All of these narratives that are going on, continue to either create a lot of forward momentum and success for us, or they tend to slow us down and keep us stuck and in the same place. Another way that sabotage can come up is by pushing money away. So, we can get really great at earning more money, working hard or shifting the way that we're working to create more wealth and abundance for us. But if we have these deep seated feelings that we're not worthy of wealth and abundance and for life to be easy and fun, then we will overspend, or we'll like blow it all on something. We won't save. We'll end up in kind of like a feast or famine cycle. And that's another way that these worthiness issues can show up if you don't deal with them at the root. And so how do we start to shift these feelings of self-worth, so that we are kind of priming our subconscious mind to be open to receive opportunities, to welcome new and positive and exciting and abundant changes in our health, in our wealth, in our finances, in our relationships, in our careers, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. It's such an amazing, mindset tool to look at and to use, because it can really, make huge shifts in all areas of your life. So the way that we do this is, really watching the thoughts and the language that we're using to talk about ourselves, and notice when we're, having that awareness to see when we may be pushing away opportunities, see when we're, ending up in, one of my clients told me the word disasterizing. She used it in her copy on her website, and I just thought it was such a good word. When you just go into the worst case scenario of things and, end up in this like downward spiral of like things are going wrong for me and focusing on the negative, or like, what if this doesn't work out, and being all caught up in the negative emotions of those things, rather than focusing actually on what you want, how you want to feel and what you want to create, and taking action steps to move in that direction, rather than getting caught in that disasterizing and, being stuck in a circle in the same place. So the thoughts and the language that we're using are super, super, super important. And a lot of the time we're unaware of some of that stuff that's going on in our subconscious. So, a really great way is to just start digging and seeing maybe there's some action that you have resistance around. Just start, what I call asking power questions, to get to the bottom of why you're not doing that, and to see, what underlying fears and beliefs about yourself that are driving your avoidance and your resistance around taking the action towards the things that you desire. So, and the analogy that came up for me when I was thinking about this is, oh, hi, Bonnie. It's like filling up a leaky cup. So if you don't really believe in your worth and your value, if you don't think you deserve money, happiness in relationships, freedom and ease in your career, and all of the good things in life, if you really have that core belief that you're not worthy because you've picked that up along the way from wherever, and that has been the lens that you've seen your life through for a very long time, and you've really internalized that story as truth for you, then no matter how many opportunities or money or good things will come for you, it's like filling up an empty cup. It'll all just drain out the end. So it's like you have to build that foundation of worthiness in order to be able to fill up that cup and actually be able to enjoy the fruits of that labor of filling it up, and to be open to receive and to keep and to feel and to enjoy all of the good things in life, the money, the wealth, the love, the relationships, the opportunities. So that's why it's really important to do that digging and, you know, really cultivate a very deep and strong feeling of self-worth. And it's something that takes practice because, you know, we are at the state we are because of repeated thought patterns, belief patterns, and emotional and behavior patterns. So it takes reconditioning and it takes consistent awareness and choice to choose a different story, to choose a different state of being. Bonnie says, you have a hard time making money and seeing that my course is worthwhile. She's tired of being held back. And she's definitely interested in my program. Awesome. Yeah. And of course, it's your choice. You know, you can choose to see that what you have to offer is valuable. And that's really a practice in choosing to recognize all of the things about you, your skills, your experience, your expertise, everything that's happened to you that's led you to be the person that you are today with the skills and the knowledge and the know-how. And, you know, and this happens so often. It's such a common conversation with women because, and I'm actually going to talk about this in another video idea that I had about how this like not enoughness shows up, you know, and these conversations around we have to get all these certifications before we can go out and help people with our work. You know, there's a lot of invisible labor involved in being with a woman that isn't recognized as valuable or productive. For example, if you're a mother, it's not something that you directly get paid for. There's a lot of messaging in our society that gives us these messages that what I'm doing isn't of value, which of course is absolutely not true. And when you choose to shift that perspective and you start to really appreciate the value that you offer that maybe hasn't been reflected back to you, especially if you're a healer, especially if you're a creative, especially if you have an idea or a passion that isn't, you know, one of those jobs that parents say, go and do that job when you're young, that isn't, you know, hasn't already been acknowledged as like, oh, that's valuable. You have to be the one to choose to really cultivate and understand the value that you have inherently within you and that you are providing through doing your work, whatever that is, whether you're an artist, whether you're a healer, you know, whatever it is that is coming from within you that you feel really passionate to bring to the world, and you know that it helps people because it helps you, and that's how you've created that value and that knowledge. So you know, really choosing to acknowledge that value, and that's an exercise and it's a practice, you know. It's like we have these blocks and these blinkers to really appreciating the value that we're contributing through the work, maybe because we've never been paid for it before, or we've never successfully, you know, been given the opportunity to be paid for it. We've never asked for the opportunity to receive money for the work that we are passionate about. But that's absolutely something that can change. So, you know, there are a lot of exercises that you can do to share this, but really to build this like value. I think of it as a value muscle. One thing is just doing a brain dump of all the things that are valuable about you, all of the skills and expertise and experience, and, you know, fill up pages and pages and pages, all the things that you've done in your life, all of the experiences, the relationships, the qualities that you own, to really start to cultivate that sense of value. And that's such a powerful tool that you can use to build your sense of self-worth. So I have a couple of announcements. I'm really excited, firstly, about my Self-Worth Magic program, which is launching really soon. So if you're interested in that, it's a group coaching program, an opportunity to get my support with, you know, really figuring out what those stories are for you and to flip them and to have that, be able to release them so that you can move on and really value yourself and build that foundation for your success. The other exciting thing I have to announce is I'm offering a free coaching session to support everyone in my community on Thursday at 10 a.m. EST. So I'll drop a link below. There'll be a link in my bio on Instagram if you'd like to sign up for that free coaching session, a chance to get laser one-on-one coaching with me just to help you with your mindset, whatever's going on, those stories that are holding you back from like really creating momentum in your work and, you know, creating the wealth and the fun and the freedom that you really desire. So let me know if you have any questions at all. Please DM me. I would love to hear from you, see what's going on with you, what you think about what we've been talking about in the video. And I will be back very soon. So have an amazing day and thank you so much for watching.